linking. It's linking. Adishia me mamunyina mwache mamakwa one version GH HWANASEDI3 dabnada de nemre na so se mo somfa hwene pa mo no gemfa no pay metenemu de ma fire lady na me de be so mo fa nche ye mre no yade se ne anhyeda mo ayesa wo mo a wo mo be so ha wo mo koye no mo fa nche ye nka che wunua se yaba munti ene hyehyɛ dwumadie na nuti se ne etie bia no nsuo mo awia mo yare mo ahodi mo wo se ye de dwumadie no be so mo sene a mo so mehu nsem awdo asisi sene na ye dwen Ghana oni pese Ghana ko na nimu nti no se ne be bi obi kan ya wia kura na wose ye de ba ye de beba nti ene mo fa nche ye mo amobeso ho anopa be no wotwe a dwumadie no mahu no ma mo nko ma mo bumfu madaroma nuti emra so se wunua bi beso ha na wofra wo sa de ne ya ama na bomoden se wo be share video no edi ama no se ne be obehu se anopa yi ahwene pa matena madwamu a me de dwumadie no eba HWANASEDI dwumadie dabnada na mekai wo se wo hwe yi na ene enkoma ye ba be di no hu hia papa ni nyina ye say ye wa ma Ghana ha ye hwenwuma kese ne nketoa ahoho de ene adehye de a wo Ghana ha aba be piepie mu ye mpatam bi mu a wo social responsibilities wo monye niema ahodo a wo se wo ye ebo wo mpatam no anase ba bi o madwuma ne wo no mpatam no nyade so wo ye da bi adehye ye hu demonstration wo ya na wo sa demonstration enra ebi ekoso wo Krobo mamu na chese Krobo adehye chem say wo ba Krobo wo hwe akoso bodama ebi wo ho wo pon dam na ehwan so ene wo nyame ahiro mo pa na so ka me say voter river authorities e twantiawa e fa won VR no mpanifo ye nema bi a wo moni enje ho anu atwom CCG fo so prepaid meters bi mpanifo ed bill ne ba bum yanka ho asem wie ya wo ma start se bubo meters enu tie nra de hye atwom gu monten ye wo ye kira na enye asem keto na o mo hwe nsem sika se no mo hu ye na senia ye adwumadie no ye tenase a na chese nsem sika se no nsem a esi wo ma bedi say ye be pensem na de achia ne aba betena HWANASEDI dwumadie so na ye de abanti anopa yi yade se ye free Krobo a ye bekọ ketu south kropon no emu na hwe bosumi mu a adehye bi omo mpatam wo mahunu amane pa omo adan wo majapade wo manim ne wo machinyina epoasoche edekọ ne no enenam so a wo mo MP onmonyamfo abla yade se obeka ye echiem na chesa onmonyamfo abla gomachi wo bechie mu besu ye ne ye sister station back wo kotena susu MP a wosu wo chem chesa adan bone ben na wone ne manfo aye free se sa tidal waves asem ye ba ye no wo maka mpanifo ntie no kra no bi de politics na nyame ada Roma na hwebedwafo ate committee bi nipa du wotwe omo so de nsrahwe akopie mu wade hye ho akomo mo ya akọ ye bakọ kotie nsem no nsem awdo a ma hwebedwafo de kwoto dwa no se ya asem a wo mo bedi so anase nya asem a wo mo ebedi so ntie no pai enkoma ye bedi no ye begba wurawura nkomo bi e be piepia ba bia no nti wadaroma dwumadie no wo ka ho me no na edi dwumadie no de obeya ma me ane se comment section ho no wo de wadwenkyere ebeba won sem bi ho ne titiru ne companies akese a wo ye mpatam mo se ye nsase a wo mo de a wo so mo ye ma ye wo mutimi nye no ye bisase agreement ben na Ghana ban wo ne safo ekoye ya hemfo a wo mo besi wo mo so se ye mo nsase mo nya japade no edien na nananom ne wo eka ye yensemre yenko Krobo mamu na eno ye kire kwa so eti a ECG ne via redwumako no yenko na yenko hwemre ba ye beto ansem no so
Ekuo bi ya ye friend United Krobo Foundation ye no ewo poyemantam e de krata ba monten so e de ama asoye ye hwe enyinam kani ahonsem so mo wagina sa krata no so manei waye oye kire wo honom na sa woye kire ne nyina no se ebu nkompo akwacha ka etrim kakra wa afimpimieni du nso no ne afimpimieni ni du enkronom sa ekuo epie ba monten so ewo lowa manya Krobo mpatam honom ema wo mo ne adehye ne nyina gitwi ne trada ba monten be ye woye kire ne nyina ye se wo mo se wo mo akoso modam wo mo krom ho ne da ena enyinam kani Ghana ba bia tin kokoduru bia na ha honom ena ECG adwumako no me kire electricity Company of Ghana water pediama Ghana dishe wo baabi etitire ne benche enti wontimi mammetena esubonten ho emfante so enhohoro wonsa eyinti wompene de biara dase ye de prepaid meter bebo ho amo akwakoto credit bi egu card bi so ansana wanyanyinam kani aba wafiefie mu wopese kanedie ya na ewridie na ye de obeli amam na taku anasempo anasere koya woyuso no no akwakoto wo mo office honom enso kura no wo mo no eni kwase wo mo ne Ghana fo a wo mo etitire ne benche tuya no pepepe esanso wo mukrom ena nsuo ne da wo mukrom ena dam no eda enti wo mpene so meter no enya de so wo bepena mo awawa no de prepaid meter aba be replace na wasade no ma wo ye kire kura wo mo ye no kura no enam so ma sa abre no no sukuni akwada ya etuo no kosane gu no so a ebeda ne awrehosem tie ku ye nei wo mo ye kire ne se wo mo pese sa afo wo mo di sansemone ma wudie pm wo demonstration ase no yemfa wo mo konkogina emra na no na ye no wo mo ni bieu ye tware tin amana tese ye mpene so de biara dase ye be yi meter wo ho no afiri wo mukrom wo de prepaid meter asanso aba honom enti se no nti ena meter no wo ma me ready ECG adwumako no mehwe ka abegu so ne ade na bi ho kra abesa afe no nsi hoda ne de a ene wo mpene so de biara da de bia obe ye ye kire ne de se wonye prepaid meter e wo mukrom ho wo ye kire no mpanyimfo a wo mo ye ne de nsem bi etu dwase
Adianu ewo ye krom na ye krom na ikane no na papa no na omu ko school papa ejo mu nim se na niam si here ena de ye nkola na ye siso ya ko school ye nim nwoma ye nim ABCD eti ya fifi niam mo na ehu se na electricity for omu kuye omu di abro enu ti na ye si ya sorry ye ji ye ye light ni wa hono
enu na kwa ya mason ya twemu so no sa e omo we gitum say omo pre omo yibie free asa ka bi na ka je say mu na mo me ya twemu tan ye ka duru na bebre eti afa na mu be gitum say mo pre mo ye free de mu yi ni nya fi na start foforo omo so person omo be pre etenu assemble ya nya wie ye ena musa di abasa omo be ma ya prepaid osa assemble ya nya wie ye muso be ma ya prepaid ye nti ase ye wi ase no na start fresh na prepaid de ye nti ase be ma ase be gi atum ya sa de se na mu ye no ya gi atum sa ye mfa mu nya dwuma biom ye pese konkom no ye nto biom ya dam ye nu wo ye sa ase so ye di ama biara ye mu di aye dam omo ma ye light no direct na konkom no de ye nto biom
Abusuya mesan so mama kwa ba BMT enwa do ye chekese ekoso wo Krobo mamu no na chese yulo ene lowa manya Krobo mensin mu adehye omo no wo mo akasa na chese ECG de fa VR de efa na krata mienu no mo de ba abonten yenko VR de animu fi se eno ena no pe ye di ho enkomo adehye chemu sa wa demands na chese wo mo epe bibi e de fi voter river authority mpanifo ho wo mo chemu chese number 1 wo mo akasa ye echemu chere say wo mo de omo hwe ne say send adam mienu ewo wo mo mpatamu no ebeya enkomni ECG phone twaka bia wo mo pese omo nya nyina mahode ana nyinam kanea efi VR ho eno chi wo mo che mu che say compensation packages bi enya de say wo mo saka ne no wo mo chem say World Bank atwa sika no e de amampanifo na no pay ye bisa say sa sika no efa hen ye bedi ho enkomo eno chi wo mo che mu che say corporate social responsibilities e o say VR wo mo eyam mo nsuo ho nsem wo mo ayare sabia wo mo masuamu ni ade no besi na empanifo nka ho hwe wo mo chem say wo VR board na Krobo ni bi anim wo mo ade omo ho sabi o masase ajapade kesi esi abesi so no wo mo anipa ba kokura ni board nim enu ti no se gina sie bi ba na kame say over the bar so mo beda so mo be koto so mo be gina ho no enye o masem ti o ye kira enu a wo mo bo kojamu eni bremu ye no via refine wo mu eno no ECG de ne de enam nyama ba kumienu bi ti no ye no ye de to nchen kaka na mom ne ye wo via empanifo so na kire say opanyina wo no ene da via ano engineer Emmanuel Dakwa anope onabu ya chiawo na ye bisasa onabu sebi se uye Kroboni a enkade wo manfo yi anasa wo bema wo manfo abra to the sense on be ye kire ediete uye engineer mu a uye civil engineer enuti onabu ne mebu o se wo ti ase se a whole VR sebi enyenye ya bandia afi 1961 na manebo chese na Kwame Nkrumah na Daruma wode eye dam yi besi ho a ababedu so a amasisi ano wo na epeni kwanchefo ada no na ekoba se wo kwakwaje adehia asase wo munsuo ho nsem wo mo masua so mbeda so mo beko sebi compensation kra World Bank so this kana ba no so mo so anopai engineer ye bisase sika no efa hen eno chi no sa corporate social responsibilities no mo nye anase mo ya aban die ni ti no enya de se no efa mo na ye bisase ahemfo mo so wa Krobo sa pen no na sa bre no a Kwame Nkrumah ba se wo pass ase e de aye dama na so obeji mu nsuo no e de enhyehyeye e na no pay mo koye Uncle Tome ababeka yense bekwa kodi enkomo fi se sa asemi asema areho uko Kenya ase pa Newmont wo sika na goda de bie fi Newmont kwa ko he Kenya ase kwan uko arebe ho efri hwidie mu pa utisi hwidie kwa wo mani so kofa Kenya ase arebe ho wo kwa amanse a the same adekromenti uko piem wo ho mining companies e wo ho corporate social responsibilities wo monye efise Ghana aban de woje no kakra na woje at that moment no the percentage wo mne hia no ne manfo beda so mo bekoto na nka VR kra de ne kwansa ma asem beba bonten e beba bonten kra na nka de sie kire se o mo ma ye nkane na mo ma ye na bi e beba bonten na mom sa social responsibilities no kra de ka ye expect sa de sie bebo so fise VR mo ya aban de munim de ekọ munim asede se bi amanfo nsuo mu a moye mu adwuma no engineer aboso me ye ma usika etara wo ho ye ma usika enu tin bisa ho se wo mo a se se anomaje o maja pade na mo nsuo a mo no mo de generate anu anyam kane no edian na moye ede ama mo ti o hawa kame se ye starting HWANASEDI3 ye kan wa sempa no se company se wo ye mpatamu no dwuma wo so mo ye no mo nye agreement ye be kwa akosi contract ekọ so Ghana ban ene adwuma ekọ bi entem contract ekọ so na nanom ahemfo ene se adwuma ekọ yi entem wadie ye Ghana ban cause VR enye obi adia enye MPB dia enye onobu bi dia VR ye Ghana ban edia uncle anopai mechia mo akwa ba ho afenso colors ne so no de colors de oya de me da se via endra akrobofo eye demonstration na omo yeti a ECG ni VR mpese ye beko ECG de because enu meter ene ka bi nti se ne ahwefo adwenye we no nti ye pese ye fa VR omo chemu chese afi 1961 no eba ya ye bejeje omo nsa bi sika ba compensation from na na penso sa tom na na mo anko school uti oba ba ko no ka so se ye na nanom de omo anko school ye papa mo na ye de ya kom no de ye hu sika na wo munyaye social responsibilities so a whole VR omo nsuo nsem ne ade no so omo nyante na omo ye hu demonstration wadwen che won nsem bi say eba sa na ye starting free say ankra companies ene Ghana ban konhihye na say omo pese omo ye ejapade na omo de adwuma ekopie mu obi mpatemu a ade ba ko wo say mpanufo hwe ye de
ma me da se na menjia ahwefo ni etifo nyina na eye areho ya sefem say ohwe Krobofo ya they've been in that darkness for all these years.
Wow.
So na se na woman ne ka no eye amambre ana eye asede se aban ukọ na ukoje asase free ohene no ho a you pledge something.
Okay.
And nunti na sebe ukoye oba ho ade a no ma bia ebusua ni papa ni mame ni nuanom the entire busua ni nyina no you compensate them. Because ye wo no okone na na okotra okakra oniska okoha. But I don't say the government and the people as a whole no. And when they say we are stupid people. Ye papa no no omo say e papa no no omo nyankopon nyansa no omo fie nyansa. Papa uncle university da.
Okay.
I would time every day I will use my father, I will not use someone's father. Papa uncle university da. We are accountant as a bank manager for 32 years.
Wow.
He never took any dime from any bank. Auditors, ya cheni sika kura no, me na me swa nti me kwa no de me ahye save num ni ehyem nti sika ni bi o kan na egu fom a na me sesama no no oye nti de bia no me hye cage num me ne ne ehyem so obi cha say Mr. Moro, oh this is just a token for you for what you did for us and whatever. Okase de onipa no so from my heart no age oje a owo envelope no de ahye mbisa say impa maba o hano ka ya hye no ka ma o say there be the chain crazy say auditors be auditing who say sika bibia so ansa me de akoma ne maame na makasa timi kofi an makache maame say che mpopo sika de ahye envelope but we ka ko peges na yesere. But what I'm saying is our fathers were level-headed people. They were not stupid people. Enti abano e dada omo or she ene krapwa and they all say and they thieves, they're a bunch of something. Look, these people should come out with arms and everything and fight these monsters. I call them monsters, thieves. And oh boss engineer no. He's a question mark whatever.
Dakwa.
I don't want to even mention that Ashlog's name. Mommy, it's a hard time we have to rise and stop this country. These political troubles, useless, stupid, no man. Let's be straightforward people, men of integrity, positive, defined people. Now can say we no more din suo bosume wo mu krom swear. We just sit down there and do that no man. Eti now villages nin krase so bi ba no kaso be wo mumma suo bosume wo kro you should swear before that bloody
na papa no aye adwuma.
I'm telling you, I worship as a Jewish.
Okay.
And I can tell Yeshua HaMashiach says he should kill you, he's going to kill you. Because was it me there or peminye money there? Then I'll command him to do what I want him to do. It will say, yen sumnum free, yakumum, akumapa, dear, or say yen dia. Then when you tell Yeshua HaMashiach to destroy this man, he will destroy him.
Wow.
So, and untino, omono, that is a shrine. Yankupon was it? 29 you say no. Obi kura nyeska ofo de kwa imfie obi ko obi afum na be ya oba ya obedru ya o twa bode ni o twa sabi de obedi no ko ya na ne yire wasoma no ko papa ko kumfie ko ka chen se enani eni hwe wo fie nti edru ne fom no me pam ne bode ba ko metum banche mienu. That is the sort of life we live. Me mama okọ ba bia mama the next house o de ne ko mama akosua me ko ejuma ba nkwala no ofie hwe no e boss 6 na mama ba obedware ye nyina no ma ye aduane da wono so ko be. That is the way we should live in this country. Look at the country, look at us, look at your household nuano into kwasa sika. These are people God should come after this ass. Etino sa Krobo for no it's a hard time, it's long look 1961 how many years ni biwom. So they should fight these people. They should look, don't me ahemfo no say ya ahemfo no bebredi ehunu mobro. The government na ba oba o say oh nana etisen ye say be ye dey input to ba wasas intino my asase no ama oh ye ba ye be ye say omo the fake one ne man nanom sign etisen na footballers cry na ye no me ka be si bibi so ba come back to hwe and omo dey milk konko on ye dey dadwa tuetu ase na so omo dey dadwa tuetu ase na unsa no na sharp omo boni mu wo inside na odiesi akwala ne sign paper ni wi a no ono ayiyim no ono type fufuro no odi akwala ne signature na hyehye ho on said the agreement no next page na de say so sign no yi we no say o sign 3 years no aye ne 5 years no aye ne 6 years na seal no e wo so no or the make konko no sisu no de ne sa boso a it says original seal. That is the sort of thieves animals we have in the country. You penny for no e dada ye mfo no kwa so nana o we de ye ni hwe nti 1 million be oh nana ji 2 million be nana ji say be nti ebedu baby no sa nipa ne ba nana ntumi nkasa biom di obeka kire nana bia nana wo keep quiet because wadada enam say adwene bi wo nitini wadada endimti no say or sign nana sign contract ne 10 years or 20 years obeko no sign contract ne 100 years nana say nyem man sign is ha enuti
no
abano nana signature was but the documents endimti no because they are thieves no omo no or sign we na the original document enye ho na signature bo say paper kitwa bi e wo akiri a ho no signature pe nti okwa no wa yi original no signature original no ho no wa yi paper main paper na free ho no de say 20 years no de 100 years aboso na obehwe akiri na na signature wo so
wow not as a papa contract e ya de ahuhia say obi de krata to wani ma
mami hwe say udi wunima we say nye by force masa madi amamia munko na wotwe se ne momra
okay
obi a wako school okrom obi afre ne bra wo kan oti asesen wo so kan oti asesen wo so kan hwe level headed sabi onana kromo onimomo omunim nyansa mo omunim nyansa obi o ye kwadufo nyina okase nana obi point because they are his own people into onfe omo ye graduate omu ntina tete no wo so hene o hwe nkwala bi o teacher fo e ba ho si teacher nkwala wo school mo hwan na madwene so onim nyansa o si nkwala we no hene afom na ohen ahenie no etuo mo school fees until for 1000 years those people owe allegiance to Krobo.
Okay, tu kwa woni baby akọ
you come ena se bibia e koso na mwa those people are going to fight for that village na sa kru no sa district no into hwe ya tetinti na ohene obo a o so scholarship no hene die ni mu o se nkwala we me pese ye mo scholarship no kokoko marketing board no ko aban ministry of education o hene na akọ
okay scholarship na tuya na ya farm
that is it first no we scholarship are given to us on merit almost so pass common transfer from 250 ekwa I had 262 so I had a scholarship so apart from that you know obia owokoko from more than 10 20 30 40 50 acres bia no is giving a scholarship e maneba enyo munya kwa ba ko bi wo mu a se papa ni nya scholarship woni fie ho
na se papa metie wa enwuma sua wa henie mu ahia pa
papa that is the most important thing and no mu dada intino afi na intina maame no ka chen say first na no papa no go school your man ka chen ene de mu si akwala bia yemfa ni go school enu nti omo ba omo behu maame they are paying huge sums of money to these people there na say ekrowe etumi be gina ho say na bi sa hwe say na no me ko village bi kromu ho nyina light omo yusu no eti say man bia me ko ne ho his legon ne fie light. How do you go to those people and say Nkrumah was a big brain level-headed person? These people, God will never forgive them. Yeshua will descend thunder and light on their household. I will curse them. We have to curse them because I'm promises on now. No, then you have to evoke thunder and lightning on him, on them. So, and Nutina Israel for Mufum or see where you nunkunchi, we are seeing Papa. Tina the before he descend thunder and lightning on you. Should have killed these arsenals, these domes, these was thinking, kill all of them. Mommy, it's so sad. Say, Ukonkofo we omuye sa Krobo phone. Mommy, I know them. I know 16 regions and yes, me kwanama. I know them. Omuye mobo go and see them. They are just like beggars. And the Uko African country, Uko Libya, one of the beautiful countries in the world, Libya. And these Americans, these monsters. This I don't know demons and omuko and omuhwe no omakunkum leaders in kakra omuma CIA e ba Kwame Nkrumah in Afrifa. God will never forgive him in his grave. he supported this CIA to wipe away Nkrumah. Kutuka, oh no, they will come. Look, one day we have to change that bloody airport. A dinner that's all. Because that man was an evil person. So, and you know, Nkrumah was a greedy person. Into one prison and funny thing. Omo mabane those domes if we ubia dia ubia ye no ordinary dia kwato. We have to as a president we ba ubia wanye bibi. Obesi so wanye bibi bia bibi ordinary din to so bia ye nyivri. Let's wipe it. Now a month several dia months akwa 7 kwasiafo say so wo ba obi aye adwuma wo so ye bi ne mfa odin to so so wo di odin to obi de so wo so ye na obi so mfa obi din beto so you don't go around naming people wo abra wo nya finti mame ko adan krobofo no omo ye mobo they are just like beggars. Other countries who call South Africa call other Angola, one of the beautiful countries. One day telling you take you near Dubai, go to Angola.
Wow,
beautiful Portuguese for no more. Maybe come hunetieda. You cry in huneti. Muti say neat. Enti mame the air can say a Krobo as a long overdue. World Bank as same okay. How many sika that time? Ye kasika ye de ma omo. Amuye se mubesi university, mubesi hospitals.
Yeah, they compensate your mumpo. Say aje wa ade we ti enfama no kra no say.
Those people shouldn't never get closer to akosombo side to libel. Omo do kra yan.
Papa ye bebe no so ma home so kakra ma me. Ebusia ye guso edi enkomo HWANASEDI dwumadie edabnada de na mani guso amohwe na fei na waba me mo akwa ba ankotomi aba no de da bia se ne oba wo de vem no ba no oba obika oba beto kra na waye mobo a waye moso a obejinja wo ne nsem a obeka no ebejinja wo panti ye di nkomo nyina se nra adehia wo mo ewo yilo ne lowa manya Krobo wo mo yo ye chekese pa di tia ECG ene VRA na si an ye gia VRA enkomodie no so mo krato mo de ba abonten efa VRA ho se wo musika bi wo sankan ejapade akese nso a na se dam mienu a wo mo asase so na esi a VRA fo ateki charge no wo mo mfa so bia wo mo ankasa sika ye so mo ntafere kakra mfa mpate wo mo no eno so mo nyaye social responsibilities nso e wo se nkadwumakoyi e wo mo se ya ban die mom na nso nsuo ne ne marketing o me ya bo mo amo makoma ato mo ye mo eno so e maye VRA board na mu no a wo mo tena se adwen ya dam mienu ne ho no wo mo de hie Krobo ni ba kokura anim eno ti ho nkomonti ka me say ye wie point 1 ene 2 ye kwatre ne 4 no so ene 5 no ti afei na waba wadaruma wonka eche kura ye hyase enche ye eno ti wonka eche na de hia me ba kwane se obe subscribe ya no pay de ama onua se ne be nkomo no wono so betimi a join na kwan a onso be fa so join ni dwumadie ye se comment section ho wo de wadwenche ebeba uncle na okọ electricity no so wo mo chiemu se o mo mpese o mo ni ECG be adwuma so say ECG de power free Greco ba VRA boss on its own o mo say japade akese mienu wei ye twe nnam kane a wo se bi o mo hna no no omo ni ECG nya adwuma ne papa mu a ompe directly from VRA wadwenche so ni say
most uko mu kromo villages ni bebi omo ni kane a
wow
omo ni kane a sa Krobo ni adanfo no omo ni kane a bebi gobre wo kane ni o
pone akoso modam ni ya
omo ni bi they don't have light most of the Nansen po na jama solar bi but they don't have light it is obi ama wa na sa set na so na se onye ya eno na ama rebels nkete on say ebe ya bo say one day no bia sorry say look let's come together let's let's fight anybody who has taken something from us and doesn't want to compensate us. Let's fight them. And we mami me nkaso but when persuasion failure the pack can do anything.
Yes.
You see how obetumi set dynamite grenade or the two akosombo less than 5 minutes ebeye dwiribe bibia be sensuo no betena akọ ebebu dumi nyina
nti no mo ya adwen so VR ne mo light
they don't need any middleman bia
okay
VR for no omo light omo cortesis na omo asisi ni no ma because what I know about them is a compensation na nyina I catch omo say because baby I know omo nyina closer to nsuo ni nyina yetu omo nyina e man kroma ye say obesi estates ama omo na kania dar because bisa VR for no say omo twe kania free VR no omo gi free Greco for omoji free
wa penifo na ankasa omo viare omo ni CG ni twaka
direct omo plant direct from omo fie ho no so why are you stopping obia ono nyina neti one ma wasase one ma bibia now look it's long overdue yet so many years these people should have fight them they should look mommy these are warlike people anything at no so be what is soldier man
wow
what is soldier he doesn't care well me wo your school me wo madam fo oyesima wo ye na de na ha no o se ne nana powers ne na na de man no
okay
on cash you just go to the dormitory na or dua bi wo ho obodi o de dadwa ni si o boss du nyina bo se wunu nyina afiri I'm telling you nipa wagidi power Ghana ne brother me mate no that is what they do we na dia on kasa but he will pay you back etikofo we no this eno na ama mame Boko Haram ISIS any Afghans no we kakra because SCC ni no man kiti hwe ene say even ene Hiroshima Nagasaki for no omo kromo gusu omo gi compensation free America for how many years now First World War ni Second World how many years Hiroshima ni Nagasaki and then omo da ho gi compensation free because ebinum say senyo omo tebi omo de omo papa ne omo mame ebinum as we speak omo wi omo nan ye twetwa omo nan mienu ni no omo nyina omo sane ye de omo sometimes where you look at BBC ni Deutsche Welle omo de omo ba afene be so they still take compensation free America for omo dia so what are they telling us now ukona ukoji ende hwe villages abanya gigi o masase enunti na nanu labadi fo lafo no ni aban kuntokwa se sprinters ni airport ni nuoma nyina no they should give adanya asase akwame nkroma si agi ya the okaso de be ya won to me omofo masase mo they should take it back from these thieves and then mama cantonment yetna cantonment abrofo netna ho nti asa if you ba kwasase dan obetumi de esidan be 20
okay
visa abrofo no mo agimi nkroma no agimi ko pe opese obi atna woni ho to no ene kokohwe to kwa this politician ku cantonment ejiji ene sa rokumrobe ni estate labadi for asase bi na obesi we have a name for it tama Ghana Ghana at 50 do you know what they did? They sold Nyankopon should descend thunder was high state mommy look Boni and Kofu we omaye no people don't do research about these people but when you are closer to them you see how they are and a patulumba so that man look he because Nyankopon what in him he speaks and everybody is quiet because he see them as they are that is how they are. These are a bunch of thieves. And you know, they should come together. It's not about demos. They should fight anybody. They don't care who you are. And until I say, no, we are soldier. No, who kita tuo, no kita fire launcher. He has LPG. Or no what? He doesn't care who do you know, man. So Krobo for no, mame, omaye bobo. Omasase akometumi aye bibi wo so no apart from nsuo no kura no yes agi some distance eni se mo ye closer because nsuo no yiri a ebetumi abekum mu nyina so enunti no yes anka se ye tu omo de a encromas vision was ene mame ukọ ukọ country own se omo wo Pan African go and see what Nkrumah had for the nation. O kan se baby a wo gigi nkofo asase obi a no enuntina okọ kede o se kede meye Manchester factory amamo yentua royalties kakrakra de ne 2 cedis a yenfa 50% momo ebi a 1 cedi ko aban ho na 1 cedi da baby afidie ne sei anase bibi tochima ni akọ ni akoyi ni de akoye no akọ aboso no akoye aboso glass factory o se mo glass von munji no akọ bonsa no akoye ties na ties entino ni enkra ties we don't yenkra enehwe ties ayekra na se sa company wo Ghana ha look at the money involved mami I will show slim or see let's build a tomato factory a neka uko akuma dan no ma but now one of the biggest factories Africa or the world no should be in akuma dan. Mami, what kind of lead eneko shoe factory? Neko high school international shoe factory. Nkrumah say shoe factory yenye shoe. Emma civil servants Ghana companies in go to shoe factory and go and buy whatever. You best supplier mamu. Na mu tu to aban coffers mu ko GOV'T. Sanwamu ha ye candle. Esa ye snap ye crash snap. And no question is we local one we foreign one. Ye wa ha. Bibia ewa ha. So and now call Jude GOV'T ye bottle any no ma aboso no mo ye ntoa and then do you know me say me service will Guinness I work with Guinness for about 12 years mama afi na ye ntoa no ne ye crafty turkey
wow
and tokwa ne ba ye no ntokwa ni wan no ba ye no so we have to stop toa no there be was Liberia or something and near crack into one free but to quantify on it we had to assess one from Turkey. Mommy, look Ghana high company no is sitting down and yes say Niho is sitting down madam we was say what to say the company is sitting down. What kind of leaders are these people? What kind of people, what kind of country is Ghana? People want to come and help from the diaspora coming to help. We have people who are junior to make catch and say, look, who person ye bibia Krobo so I don't know how didn't corner by me me support too. And the whole country here, mommy, missing minimobia, Michiano London war, West Ham were did 32 years. Me bisan say to say what you have, me bisan so fanko so compared to fanko. We did 32 years we ni mo fanko. O say oko school ye wo no West Ham, oko school or West Ham, oko university or West Ham. Wow. Or support to West Ham team. What West Ham, ne Juma or West Ham. Shopping mall we are seeing in a was West Ham or Boo, Optim Park, ni Dorset or Koyede. And then first nanka shopping mall the whole Accra Ghana Accra is Ghana, Ghana is Accra. Ubia ko tetekwashi anambwa hwe hode ehwaye ene na ABC bi wo
achimota
omo muti hanyina what is obi so ko aida kaswa fosi omo de ewaye wa say obi free kaswa wo ba hada so why can't we do something in every area assassin wo but these thieves okoji assassin say they say plan and paying for ne oko area bi no hwe na Muslims no ho a no dikansi mosque
okay
na che say say we see mosque na mosque na chi nyina ye omodan waje asase no dikansi mosque okọ be a Christian committee the community no wa okọ anu ahwe say Roman anu ohwe Pentecost anu si assemblies anu si we as enye say nyame we see sorry dan evil monsters mami enti a long overdue. Nkrumah said you were going to build estate houses at Masankofowi.
Oh.
SC University, SCBB, and he was going to give them direct power. Akosombo, do they take power from Greco or from anybody?
No.
They have a plant, a big plant. Mami, unims, yewo omo baby wo omo generator. A container, okay. 40 feet of 20 feet container. Look, Kesese villages about 1,000 they don't need any light. Someone this plant in Isiwa. That plant would supply how maybe better. That plant, nano na dumsone no man, dansoman. They were using that as we speak. And downward see that.
And abane de buy.
Abane de buy.
Wow. That's a penny for no more plants so now.
They are thieves. Akrofo and thieves coming together to rule us. That is how they are. And so sa plant na mekano. Yewo yempenyi for ministers ni MP ni presidents for ni bi wo ho a. Omufie no ono nkoa o sa 20 feet ani bi esinifie.
Ono nkoa ni papa.
Ono nkoa for 24. And so uko Kolebu, uko 37, uko police hospital, uko Ridge. They don't even have that generator. They don't have it. Can Yankopon so tesro ka bibia kire na wontie e no no so te no wa hyeche no te sam a wo sasam wowe de kunkum sa titi play you get that bloody plane out kick those ashlocks ni funu kura ye hu so because no shemra ntina Israel for mu di mra so me bompa say one day ye benya nipa awurade asem tini mu na obi atwiro sem no ma de ewom no ode dimine no ode abu na awurade so ba wotumi abetenem comfortably because when him say efie no e ni fie nti maame e long overdue adanfo no ukọ mu krom a omo ye mobo nti ukọ adan ne krobofo a uyi mfante kura no firi mu a adan ne krobofo kuro a omo wa bosom sin obia they should curse them omun busum no endome sankofo we na busum se nyankopon no obeye ofa ne boa ono wote no apesa ma heart no wotim to wontenem na mo ma busum na quick kunkum omo obi ba ho hwe ukwa just how end it ukolora metena lora kakra ye wo lobby ye from lobby for omuna omano no ye di ade ahye ha na yakata
papa bi wa Ghana ha
ene kolora diade
wow
omo wo ho mami omo ye from lobby for no ono no ubekona ye de crack to bi atare na ha ne de ata na ye de bibi ahyem na yakata na no they don't talk
okay
it will be sana asem say die ne wo omo wo ade bi it say basket but the guy from friend pele ni bibia no no mo de kodwa ntu bisa ne said the woman they don't lie mu nyintro obeka cho say we ni ne wom but apart from one because ni kunu e de no ma ni akoto ni gu mu no o ka bibi gu no ma no so enu nti no ubisa na obeka no ma e wom nyina akyerew but memfa wo santum Udi unsatumu by 24 hours now dadakam. I'm telling you.
Papa no omu sheda jano omu jano ho eko ana omu jira ho.
Omu jina ho so be kan say ubisan say to say police ejina car ubisan say DNA wo car num. Nti ono ubisa no a omu no ama na omu so ano kenten no.
Okay.
No akacho say unso omu cross Black Volta no. The omu cross just about 100 years from cross ya Ivory Coast. Ukroso ya no abagana insuo ne da waba in 200 years bo about 80 years ukroso ya no Ghana ukroso ya na come back to Ivory Coast ba omo no ye village a omo wonsuo na no nti bo be catch us say we ni wonsuo memfa wonsantum enti ye ho say bodyguard for ana wo lora ho no about 90% omo nyina wi because they were greedy people.
No mo person mo ade
or di uni sabetum and you go less than 24 48 people dey say wa free honum movie no usase a wo de tu mu no usane nyina be hono ma within less than 6 hours we say usane correct eti mame de eye no ma bi a say omo ye en mo ho to omo dia de krobofo ne adanfo no they should come after whoever omo fa omo kruma busum ne nooma no so obi enso ene opa ko wi obi ade na no obi ade yirai o se aina nke ha nyumo we si wo ke ha nyumo ngene wo ke ha wo ke ya ma che wi wa lumo omo kwa mo nam kwanso omo nam kwanso ana ebi suma akola se mo ya fo engbeje me ni pakro na akwato sika na to we da o ko dware no se na ye ma o
tam
how mu kan say de amo ye disika ni shemu unso no obubo to adwa no wire fi no na obi ko fai ye bisa ye hu no ye o nyin anyumo na ni ma me nua ne say wo hyin wo ha anyumo ye fa ma nyankopon nti omo kwa ma chewe ye boson kese wo epona no omo na ma na nkwala ni bidwa say nipa kro na abeto sika na to adwa ye ho nti omo sasa omo bonko eso wo ka say nyame so obi an bo ka say omo ko omo to kusu atoshina omo na nkwaso na ka say nti mame omo abosom e wo ho no omo fan dome obia esese wo ye asidi mu mo onye no they should curse them omo curse omo a they will come and do it.
They will come and do it. Uncle Tommy no na achese eguso edi nkomo fa ye che no a Krobo adehye bia ye edit a VR ni ECG mpanifo Uncle Chem che say baby adru no he nyame no ono a wa hye papa so aye de wote sama hatim no
wote abo num so fa ne boa wonto e na abo na si abrusan no tim ti ho ne o
na emom no hu ne se baby adru no wo se bi wo ho a ye de nananum be hyem se ne be ya henfo no na anope ebisa se saa de no obi beka se politics mu de duaboy adwuma nka manfo awu woni Uncle ya adwan anope ya wo one vision GH WANASEDI dwumadi so pene mu akonya comment section ho for adwan chebra Krobo adehye chem so ma brain fie bebreni a omo nsuo no omo sa ase kodi VR mpanifo omo nya mfaso bia na nka ne yemu a nka omo chem se nka se omo direct energy ana power edi fi VR na so ECG fo atwa omo ho na omo so kane de bosom na eso omo de tabrim bra omo a omo chem se omo ente ase compensation bi ho ensema akwa ebibie ho enu achi no social responsibilities omo nsuo a yaje fa kese na enyanyanyan ebia senke yankwa ye dam na nka ombe sansuo ni bia nom na so enam sanyam ahoden ewo munti ombe chinam nyina we na so obi ka na so omo dwen Ghana ho nkane a omo ede omo nsuo kese sei ema mpanifo no enkonkosi agapon adehye nso the same adekromenti enu ti no omo ye che no omo ye hu ni say omo onyina so a nyina fafa comment section wo dwumade na wie ye mekenkan dia ma anka ye de demonstration no ehun nsem kowie ne kwakra mu no mo chem say board o VR wo mo de hye ba kokura nim na ye bisa se no eye se wo so mo de hye bam ana so mo chem se Krobo ni bia ni VR boardum omo 0.5 no
SSA at least not less than 3 people should be on the board.
Okay.
Or hene no. Hene won the general secretary wo. Owia or hene be appointed kromafo no. Penyin bi owo mu a kromafo no nyina about sit down. Say okay. Mr. Bright, Mr. Brighter. Ye ma Mr. Bright ekudi anim obibie mu a. Obedi no kre amaye. Enti ye di Mr. Bright CEO. Any ohene no into ohene ye one the general secretary of Krono ye one then one member of the community ekaho nipa miensa should be part of the board. It is obuni ohene kan na ohene fi say enye ya the secretary will come in, the secretary will be part. Okay. Ena sa appointee na ono ye kroma for that inhabitants no he also make sure say 24 hours BBI you put on paper BBS say backroom hall ema ni timamufo no enjoy no he will see to it say they will come. Okay. Mintina me can say President Kufuor boy was say abro but me pese president bi beba obetwa sa chief change no. Okay.
Na ke dia ahemfu ni kro na amo
they should give it to them and then o mapam ahemfu bebre ano. Because now those since President Kufuor appointed Kufuor and they became politicians. And then they brebi ba o mafa. Who say na MP. MP oni he. Ono ye boni eto abama no. Na me ekuru no ye me dia no. Me ni V8, me ni he, me nti Trazaku, me nti sprinters, me nti easily go, me nti baby a, me ti hire mo. No ono ayeto abama no ene ono buy V8. Yamano quarters. Yamani garden boy, Yamani Lashu Krania. Police for nyina ka ho. Na Krobo se wakoye Ghana ambassador to US. No assistant ebusuafo nyina na temamufo na yenye to abama no. Omuti ho ti wire mu ho amoye mobo. No. It President Kufuor yes ade now I thought it was going to help. But unfortunately no, it became a monster to inhabitants no. Because on any buy no ya mo cars no saloon cars ne ebinum Land Cruisers
the ties bobo achire no ahen for car
na ya mo sika bi and since that day they also became politicians and ni breast started bo mafa instead of obeko ni kurum ho no and they enjoy wakra ne yiri tiwiro mu ho wafa mpran wa ha and no so enjoy and so on mama since ahen for no yes at the end no these are normal. They should fight 24 hours. They should they shouldn't care about who is a policeman, a military man. Ye bre come ye we nyame wo. yeah, we nyame ya adoma. Do we eat nyame ya adoma? Nyame beye. We don't eat it.
Okay.
And you know, bibia yes, look, omun court. I know these lawyers. I don't see. I mean, me before God, a man. I don't respect any judge. Me because Nyankopon Yeshua HaMashiach also on a judge. He judges people. People don't judge him.
I said, Papa, or the Indiana Swaman, Afeni Paso. Send a doctor, or no send a doctor penny, but you are a doctor.
It's in a judge. Nensatiana or betineno.
Okay.
Mojayo. Nensa unse judge or else you. Nyankup Chorosem Nessan and Satiano Kuran. Moja ayemo. Until how does it point in some way to someone? And until Adibia me anas. Meaning said appropriate time Yeshua will put him in a proper position.
Okay.
Because or judging Kofua was mojaye omonsa, but on one morning hands are soiled with blood.
Wow.
And one also called the cop on Joby. At appropriate time Yeshua and no medium if he say omun 20 more moon judge demonstration omunye, even if it had to take their life
1 days.
If it had to take their life, they should some of them fought. Akoso omuye ni omumu fa we. Their fathers and brothers and aunties, sisters, they all died because near see dam no. The power we, you so omo di omo jane chichiri dam nisiwa. The SS omo di omo blood. PSS ye omo no. Omo fan court the Hague World Court. Ni ye fa ba ni megina ho. Say compensation World Bank the more omo. Bi omo kase omo be schools, university, hospital. Bi omo kase no. SS World Bank with interest. A give you a buy no ho. So more binwa in this office they should impeach them. It's not president who commit who ye born atrocities in Noma, you do kojina the Hague near jail, you do call Guantanamo Bay, near do call baby treat Castella no near the home call and Ayesu Diama Ada leaders be so by Intino Adan Krobo a long overdue, almost sorry. They should take their arms. Yankaso munko back they should so almost say they are the almost making sure some more biamba Kromo so by electricity bill. Said the omo promo nyama dia. Then they should also allow them to come. And you make kanya munko no mo say fitinekro ne yedasu titena yedasu no yedam no munko.
No monko Uncle Tommy anwasi ebusu yankoma mo hu ya na moti seye di no eno ye kire kwa so wo yilo eni lo amanya Krobo mensin ani na ewo ye mantem na chesa de hia omo echem sa koso modam no ewo wo mo akache wo mo hene ano no ade se ECG ni VR mpanifo de omo nam kwan bi so a wo mo ani engine ti anopai engineer Emmanuel Entwidakwa CEO edema VR ebese honorable wadaro madi huni se nim se enye wo no anase nam no eba ye no enye hwa na yeyi wo CEOs bebre na aba na edu usu die wona ye de so bo no beba office wa pen so kra na demonstration yi aba no nti ebesere sempo no wunimu a ene ekone ko bisa na de hye no de waso wo monsa
eni gie fie ni sika ombeja so oba wodi na ko ye di a uje onye
enti anopa engineer wadaroma bomode na de hye nso fi se 21 days den a obi kai se obi ade oka na o se afe no de ebeba 21 days eno a se ne ye ne omo media relation officer di nkomo wo news no so o chem che se 21 days no so a se na akwa no ani abre no wa hwa asembe city yempe bibia yempe gidigidi bia enu nti yebesere se mo be ye de se sika no kra na enya mma ya mo ne omo nkasa mo ka bibi nkyira wo mo se ne be ye omo so makoma ebetimi atom ye obisia wana se de adwumadi edabnada de na manigo so amohwe afei na waba me mo akwa aba ha eye one version GH afei anene eye first time me mo akwa aba soronko we me bo we atenase na nya humu enya boni me bo atenase wo Yesu dimu me bo atenase wo nimdie mu fi se wo hape na se ye kase se ye nsem ahodo no wo bete na wanya mu nkyiremu se na seaport wo bra yemfa bi nka ho na yenyi bi nso free mu wo platform yi so ene mo akwanya nso ma nso wo de wadwe nkyire eba na ye to ansem no so wo Ketu South Kropon wa no wo Flaumantem mu na be se bosumi monie na mane bo beto odwasa de hye bi o motete epo ano epo asochi abo amache se adan de esi ano ade hye dodo na dan so de demu suku demu ama kwakoye ahometesem na wo bra sare husemi esi ye ma hye bedwani a ojemu de ma de hye won monyamfo abla gomashi wo de amane bo ekoto ma hye bedwafie ekoteta sister stations a wo do kosui MP pa wo sunare ho ma mi sui pa wo chemu che se enye first time ni se pasochi abetwa form so no esi afibia esi ti defense Ghana ban so de ba no mo hokora de omo ani nkrata mu eno ti wo de sobo ebe bobo mpanifo bi so hu ne say MPP aban yi ayi omani e de hinta wo no ene ne nkofo na eno na nam so amane ba efi ma shebedwa fie ba ene se ma shebedwa fie ati abedwako nipa makoma ko edu wotwe opanyina ye de no asi abedwako ya no ayo monyamfo Isaac kwame asiama wo no na ye chairman oda committee ya no mo de sahwe akopiemu wo Ketu South Crop oni makwakohwe nkura wodo ene adehye omho kan ye yenko na yenkohwe mrensama wodo a na shebedwa fie obi kan ye politicians ene promises nsama omde kotu dwa na yenkonkotie ba ye bedi hu nkomo
Wa ahini mi busumi a yeba bewra eye obubo busumi ya mu ene yenyano nkra efri ya Kita South Kropon a eno ewo etifidu mantam se insubrani bi ato menam so amapo ayiri afa amanfo dodo na afiafia hudom asese wo munja pade ne omunnioma ahodo na pina no na wei ena adwemtrani ema eyemra shebedwa fie onwanyamfo Isaac Kwame Esiama ebo anan ekosra adehie eno di nkranhyesem ekoma wonse wamu anka won wakomantu wonyem no beye na fam die bia se aban ebehwe aye bibi ede aboa won se ne beye a wo nso ebepeja na wo hu ahenha won ewo abrabom.
It should be permanent. That for me is what we should heading towards. Very comprehensive, permanent solution to this challenge, so that it doesn't become perennial or occasional thing. We need to solve it and solve it once and for all. Because you see, this is where the people live. They have their culture to protect, everything to protect. So we need to ensure that we defend the people of these communities. Because for me, where I live at Trump, I can't save from that place. So when there is a national emergency, a natural disaster, the state must protect my life. Yes, we have an obligation as a state to protect wherever Ghanaians live. They are Ghanaians, need to protect their lives and secure their future. So that for me is critical. That action needs to be taken.
As a committee chairman, what agency are you going to put in place for this sea defense?
As I said, immediately we need to write a comprehensive report. The committee is Parliament that is speaking now. It's Parliament, as well as you can say, it's not even this committee, it's Parliament that is speaking now. So we have been directed by the Speaker to come here and take action. So please, we are going to report to Parliament and then Parliament will take it from there. So please, it's not a matter of we are just coming here and that is it. We need to go to Parliament and write a report, and so that's the action that the committee will take. The report will also inform us on what to do. So Parliament as a body and as a whole will decide and will decide comprehensively for the people in these communities. But I can assure you that this for me is a national emergency and Ghana needs to act and act fast. The state needs to act and act fast and decisively.
Enwachi ena deputy ranking member wo womra shebedwa fie onyonyamfo Andrew Chiwite enso ene amaniboni ekasa no ditu dwase wade adesade ekode amaban se wontwe se wo mu hawi ebeda na koma so se omamuni nyina ena ade atoyani ne wonya bibi biara emfamoa won na animanim ya nso wahwese wade enhyehye begu akwan mu aye ede aboa adehie.
Constituents satisfied. Our interest is to ensure that our constituents live very decent lives. Like he said, we are all devastated by what we have seen. And so as a committee, ours is to make recommendation to Parliament. And your guess would be that at the end of the day, we should be recommending to Parliament that they continue with the building of the defense wall. That's the only solution to this problem, because it keeps repeating no matter what we do, but it will happen. And so the best recommendation would be asking government to complete or to continue with the sea defense wall. But like the chairman said, we will tell Parliament what we are supposed to do, and I believe Parliament will, once we are a committee that the Speaker trusts, whatever recommendation we make, I believe that is what the House will also go by. And as people who approve budget for the ministry, I believe we're going to be very keen and we're going to be very interested in passing a budget that will include money that will work on this project, so that at the end of the day, the people of Ketu South would also live decent lives as Ghanaians. Like Chairman said, as we go on, you have questions to ask, and also we'll continue to brief you. Thank you so much.
wa abram panifo no enemu ewa aprabo mu omukopie mu ewo popobo ene eye Fume kuro a enu ni kura nsuyiri na koso eyiri fa wo mu adan ahodo pepa adan no so nyina etwe wo mu nyoma nyina begu abonten menam so ama nipa miensa efemu ehwere wo mu nkwa no wa abram panifo no ekopie mu wo hono yade a wo mu hu edwiri wonye papapa enuti ewo no wo mu ekasa ehye adehye yi ebose wo mu nka omakomanto wo mu yem no mbeye bibibiara aye ede aboa wo mu na ebibibia nso a ewo sempanifo eye de boa wo mu no wo mu behwe sempanifo aye de aboa mu no madan ahodo a nsuo no ese no epepa so nchansi nyina no nso wo mu behwe se wo mu beto aso ede amawo na bibibia akosototin ede amawo no wonso etumi asori waka ewa abrabom
to know whether there's a need for the construction of sea defense, and even in that case what type of sea defense structures. We cannot confirm most of these sayings, but I would like to say that it's capital intensive, and from what we have learned, until we get measures to recoup the investments we make, it will be very difficult to implement sea defense systems in most parts of our country.
So what's the best option now? Because we seem to be losing a lot of our communities along the coastline to the tidal waves. So do we lose the communities and the people relocate, or we do this which is capital intensive?
Well, we should, as much as possible, try not to lose. You see, there is the need for the implementation of sea defense systems. But as I said, it's capital intensive, and it's very difficult to look for the money, because we must admit the fact that money is needed to solve many problems, not only problems associated with tidal waves. You see, government has put in a lot of money to implement these systems over the years, various governments, and successive governments have continued works executed by previous governments. Yes, but in all, it's capital intensive. We put in a lot of money. Do we put in the money to protect? And that is it, which will mean we always have to look for money to protect. So I think it's come to the time where we put in money, and then we should also look at means of using the systems to get more money, so that we can use the revenue, to do more works.
Okay.
I think we have to also look at the softer side of this. I mean, let's look at the social. There should be some social.
Abusia inti video ekwohwe ye eya manebo a enno ayensa kan ye efi flaumantem na chese 18 member committee a empenfo ate wo mahwebedwa fie no monyamfo asiama wo no ne da no na di kan kasa ye no na sane amekon me di kan kan political talk ye tukurom ha honorable kasemi ma ne ye me de wo se Ghana aban ye na sodie se wo boye ho ban na ne ebisa se nti nsuo ya ededa de empatem ye no ma ye wu bebrebe yi no ye bambo papa committee 18 member committee na sebi eba emfie mu a efie nyina kwa yehom eba emfie mu a wache wobra na ebo video na oka empanifo bi se musa no chese wache sa ohaw yi aban yi apenso na ohaw we ba
mami enye MPP aban but ibinum ye kakra
okay
I started from baby I know say Papa G wo ho or try so obey bi Professor Mers by President Kufuor na meaning but the time na it wasn't all that serious so I nianko but I say Mahama bae no ono so be ye bi ba me de ne say if government successful government take over adena bibi wo ho government ya umma metwaso
no Hassan Ayariga APC founder or yensemtwefo nche okase man o say aban we hu ne say politics and our governance enya business I was all betwa previous government adwuma so they say o say no politics na any business obi aba or ya ne de
that is na me say parliamentarians no omadi yenhwamo because we have to change part of the constitution. We have to change it because a mandate to say whether you like it or not. Anybody who takes over from Nanadono, Bibia Nanaye Bia, you have to come and continue. Scanning your dear. Shemami Oko, what is it? Let me show be dear now, dear. I don't want to compare the Europeans.
Okay.
Oko South Africa. Omo unse omo no landing ti omo bibia omo toto wo landing kuru na no ano masan betoto wo South Africa.
Okay.
Nti omo no P Port Elizabeth omo de ato Queen Elizabeth nti omo aye no Port Elizabeth.
Okay.
Mami omo pia epone ko about 200 to 300 years away omo pia epone ko
Mapia
eponeko.
Wow.
Omo pia ko ena omo si rail line. Ena omo si 5 lane in, 5 lane out. Even pavement e dam fin no. So the next maybe 20, 50, 100 years no. Omo betumi asa ya about 2 lane bioma ka ho, 2 lane out bioma san ka ho. E ma pavement kwa beka. Nti omo ye rail line omo si electricity poles and omo ye rail line and omo ye kwan no 5 in 5 out no omo ja pavement na e ho na me kan say omo si cemetery a hu kura ko me do so
ubewu
mami go and see the way omo decorate esie ho esie ni flowers esie ni lane ni flowers esie na edem just say you love it ukwa ba just mi wukra ni
se de obekwa na nipa dom penisi anwe na tetesoro nsuo tope ukwa se ya ntimi
ahoro ni nyina ko iti ma me hwe epono de we omo se pia pono eko sometimes me nyahwe ya me ko gina ho me hwe se nti kofu we nyansa omo de ya de ye nyibi mami for how many years na nsuo hwe wo hwe bebia ene okọ kita na wo hwe bebia na kita for no mote ansuo na pamo omo a bedu bebi omo wona you ask yourself say but I don't blame on say I don't want to do politics because a dirty politics the democracy na ye kano democracy in Africa is only crazy people bald heads and omo here so I don't want to involve myself in politics but the whole thing is say the Votarians should rise up and fight against these monsters.
Okay.
Wrong. Because how do you tell me say it me a budget na finance minister bet me aba say ni refi he did not act the 1.5 Votarians na count na ni refi that man should have been impeached. Sadana parliamentary should have impeached him for telling us say oye budget ni nyano he did not include the Votarians voter region one for man count ni refi that man should have been picked but ama insembia yati ni insembia yetiti no ama eda nedi
na yaye no kre
so because how do you tell me say these Votarians have complained Mahama wabeye ne de okọ
yeah
look can as we speak MPP should never stand anywhere and mention John Mahama's name. He's gone.
Okay.
Also, we hearing it. And now we're Jana Warrior and Wako Warrior. Do you mention your old wife's name? For what?
Say bet him na kasem.
You wasem kan. But
Bibi so say we Fiona Feni and who bet him abondi de sobo abono.
na me chose so wona ye de bebo ye nim se wantumi anye nti ne to wabatia no empisa yetu omu nyina no omu subani omu den ye ebinum si yetu ebinum omu na honte so omu na honte so die no omu ye ya wo wantumi anye wo ye tu na ono ye ntu no so ba mami a long overdue esia manin nsem okokan nyina no I don't want to use an English. I would have used a German word, but I don't want to use it. It doesn't make sense. In some of it doesn't make sense.
Intensive report.
Useless. What is intensive report? Report no. Omu will be a different from a B. Ana paper B or why more do same paper B. Mommy. So until say that Keta's sea defense wall have started, almost started crime in this year until they complete it. Until omube wie ni ehun se adwuma na o ka se ba see adwuma sini ni aketua until ye adwuma sin kwa doesn't make sense until so ombe wie Keta sea defense you know ma ye hu se omo wie no ade na se ye bo ma ba so say ye de o ma se omati committee 18-man committee, say 18-man committee. It doesn't make sense. Nyansa bianim for you to tell parliamentarians 275 ni nyina chiri no. O sa ade na say na ye nyina ye wo na. Na me say obeti engineers committee 18 men in committee. Ana 18-man committee engineers. Omo ye Esiamade no nimfa si Keta si defense.
Omo be reporter ko me reporters.
Enti mo na omaje mo adwuma no. Enti no okato say they were going to bring engineers to come, and then those 18 engineers omadwene no, do you know what it can do for us? Because 18 ni nyina no we kire adwene baako adwene 18 ye de to what, do you know what it can do for us? Ni akofa isi amane committee for we omote parliament wonu akora ne mpeso aso bo dumi hwe na osi on sound the Keta sea defense pufo no kora ni ba akora nka ho I say o catch them say they should bring engineers or be catch say this time adi we necessary ye anwea no say nete ana hwan na no broni o say insuo na se no sa ABI sapoto bibre ni no ma no o se so mo titi ni nyina na mo hata na o mo nyama na odi fra anwea na odi sidan. It's one of the strongest building you ever experience in the world.
Wow.
And that is a Brazilian. Ni papa no nyina ye fishermen. Mo kopo so sa for all these years. And what kotiti sa sia ina mo tundet na ye no ye hu nyansan biamfa nyehwe. O se mo kotiti sa de na. No mo be hata no mo ye bibia no mo de gu afidie no mo nyamo a na say omo de clinker de yes men ni no de fra na omo de sidan a ewo pona no a. It's one of the strongest blocks ever in the history of the world, and now the whole world are trying to use it. Yet has ade no agi yensuo nyina afa. What are we doing? And instead of going in with these engineers, omo nim bibi, go to the Germans, go to the Italians. They build ships and whatever. Go and bring them. Bring these Indians. Bring them. No, the Omabejina now. What can you do for us to stop this canker, this monster that is coming after us? Now, dear Niebeye, a sea no quine. Wall ben ye see. But not Mammy who call East German. Because I want to make Kasaman Kase me say.
No sin, so be
me call Cheddar Boka call East German. Ko share wall no musi no. Mammy omo the bomb crab and to me buno. That Berlin wall no. Go to Berlin. and see what that war no almost so mommy who call war na sit down war because to me bubu no. It tells you the wall almost see. Why can't we bring these people? My ye omo de no epono a chain de ye de kitwa e wo hai. Omo de omo volcano, omo hurricane, omo earthquake, omo bibia. No so mu sia na ye ni hwe epo crack nsuo keke. It fires to be stop on. What kind of country go and bring these people? No meaning say
parliamentarians na ya form na no emfaso.
It doesn't make sense. You see Canaan omo guso omo di omo call titi Land Cruisers mu ne no ma per diem ne no ma no ma kojeje. Ko bisa say sikane nadmo die no omo de call. Omo meaning say at the appropriate time we will get time for sa nadmo for no. At the appropriate time I don't want to talk about them now. But the Americans say Esiamade no nimfa no. Okojina ha catch say we are going to write report. Na meaning so be catch say what the sea has done to people of Kitano. Less than 48 72 what hours no. Something have to start. But you don't go to write fake useless report.
Abusia yegusa edi enkomonti flamantemu na yede enkomono akwakodu na chese esi akoma shebedwafi a committee ni ate yeti kuroma yeti committee report ba enkonkosi aga ayawa so west wogon tututu ekoso em short committee yete ye report recommendations and recommendations of ye ankonkosi aga enutino anope hu komoni yedi ankechem se ensem bi sei no e wose ye for mo betimi abo adehye no na nya parliamentarians ya and you also a form set committee no mo church intensive report wa openi kan wa church book when ye page be there wa no kan nyom no mo chro papa nyom no mo chro ye ti kroma first lady ni second lady akatua no can you believe say ye beka cause central for yen so report na ba ma shebedwa fie na e wo say MPP ni NDC for hemu no do you know say NDC parliamentarians no Edu baby ayi wono akatua no wono they didn't read eti wo bro mo pass ye no ka say ebe ye mra no afei no madwen ba so and your sister station me body UTV NDC parliamentarian bi yakuna ma bisa say Vim lady obisa say are you sure say o say na me kan okrampa yankan eti ho na lady no Vim lady be say wo twa antora enka me kan say mi che no waka no kre no o chemu che say onu ne hwehwemu o ye nche say report na om de buy say wasa o mo kan no ho na bon sampa na pages ne doso so o mo kan intensive report ya na bo betwure ye bisa say ebe kan akwa nti ye besre committee no say the mati mo hwe na committee bebrebe recommendations no ya de si ehu so nkomo na anope ye di wakwanya se won so obeche wadwen fafa comment section wona yenkenkan emfama one version GH HWANASEDI3 edabnada de enabusua manigusu a motion nti ye di nkomo esi ano tidal waves no ya de se eku amanfo nipa miensa fia wo mato anana monse do ajapade empempem adan ahodo abo atu na papa ye bisa se yentimamufo no so bo ne emfa bi moye ho se wunim se ko safi bia wo mokọ na ebu no makomachi no makọ na ebu no makomachi yen timamufo so den na woka afa yesu ne eba.
That is where the engineer comes in.
Okay.
Engineer no advice on say mame utra baby you see bibia wakoma wo no ho na something bu baby ne be ni nyina twam ti ni kai o baby awo japade wo
na wakoma wo
inti nkofo mo hwe for 100 years. Okay. That is where they settle on papa no settle ya wo mo ni no ma inti utu afri ade bia ya wo dia utu afri ho a edin omo so say omo no omo wo akade to stop it. They would have stopped it about 100 years ago.
Okay.
But omo no omo nim say oh se ekọ ha ebi ebeboa yen ye kọ ha ebeboa yen eno na ye aban na se de say timomuni bi ese se obo ne ho ban because o hu nyansa say o pani vote dia o drive all the way e fansuo num ye be ye tumi ko twa kwan no so yie e de momo no wa fa so ko
jo mo fufuo nyina okurum ha
but o badia ene de o ba wi a oto aba no ma wi a and the nyansa na de uko krum no sa nyansa no wo de akoto vie and wafa foforo so disheartening say who pe vote there you go to these people but onye into ye wo baby wo kwa elite engineers it is say maame hwe chief farmers a yenya wo krum a what to say ye chief farmer baako deputy minister da I say nkese say say minister no ya ban nipa accepted 2 deputy ministers should be chief farmers because say 2 chief farmers ne wo hwa
you see answer the minister ko yasa na order akoto order sa
the least said about him the better that man mommy they are sick people spiritually they are sick she abrochiri cause you oba na they will impeach him because that's one man resign
enanko a oba no akasa aduane ayefo
ono de na make the least said about that man the better say or say so ukojo
so do wanu si wo we ne ho me wo last question bi ma na ni topic ni nti no time no si
yeah nti no me de me can say the normal bi wo ho they should have sent engineers
okay
and nothing engineers it is say engineers na adwuma na o ma saje media adwuma na asaje engineer because engineer no ko gina ho a obeka kire president say president adie we less than 48 to 72 hours we have to start something ba wo be gina ho ka kire say report insuo yiri fani pa say report na dabe na wo be wie no akotro report dabe na ya start yesi diabe mama let's forget about this budget ne ba ye no metimi ni wonhia ye na isi ade ba ko trend wo mu electronic levy no na toll free no yenhwe next time ye be hwe electronic levy no yenhwe toll free no wotina Ghana che ye wo ha watu kwai so Ghana company fo no a wadi nchini ni bi Ghana nchini no so wadi bi they say ye twato mu one road minister ya adwen be no di twato no
wanka
na me cho say hwe bibi ntina me de bia me kase say bibi 400 promise wa 98 yen kontompo adwen be na wo dis twa to wo be ye minister no na to no wo to no ye ka kire say a road levy no road ya kase ni fie levy ana ni dan we si levy ye see a to eti ka baby ato no won ekwan na around say wura fufu ne ekwanje because enkwan bebre wo ha first villages no bo se we doko hia we na we doko ekwan kra bo se kwan kwan nchenchen nyina accident kra no so because ekwan kra no because ye hu ni nchenchen ka bi kra free kira ema se accident bi kra beba utumi dodge fa wura num
because e mu hoda ho
into ya villages wo say village way in sawonfo doko suhun na suhun for doko teacher mante for doko na ema ekwan no ekwan na hu da ho saadiko
papa e bi so che say nkato no ni yemu anka ye ment ye de ska ka ye bobo no di siesie kwan na so sesi a wo hwe ye kwan na ene ya anje kura no ma hu say
ena me cho say ono ankasa no he is a disgraced minister for himself.
Wow.
And nothing will change because for utumi twa mu ema speaker of parliament to me be catch will say go back and fix it. Adwene be na wo di twa mu a ono adwene be na speaker of parliament to catch us say look what you did was wrong. Go back because say bibi kra parliament should take that decision not you. So parliament in a take decision say we have to take toll which is the levy. Inti ade na wo minister to me twam obra parliament take a decision omukura no omunimo hwe. Does it even make sense? Is that man making sense to us?
Minister, you
don't have 1 minute as you don't have it. Okay. You don't have that power. So why do you have to come and tell us we twam?
Okay.
Inti parliament or no shemra no have to come back and tell you say go back and put that thing in place. Does it make sense? You see, baby, that man should have impeached. As I say, impeaching him, your money because 1 minute no take a decision. Now say we a minister now 1 minute now take a decision. Do we have to support you? Not just say next time Krobo to me I take a decision. Be you what we will just implement it. It doesn't make sense. The media me when say he's a disgrace to himself because say who can see ma parliament because who ban parliamentarians in the share samra na who be so how if you feel you have a problem why don't you go to them and tell them say A B C D you know let cancel it but agreement now they cancel it the ntina won ko awo time no wa de oboso ka say ye twa mu it you know these are questions sometimes ya say kese say you change constitution say a debi wo ho the parliamentarians should sit down obi out to me fill a form be the cause a does say no parliamentarians are not going to do anything yentimamufo should come and ask them questions
wow
komo say ye di Yeshua Hamashia di nyansa be bisa na so mutumi tena no mu yi ano because mommy is long overdue hwe ntano ma ye upa ya one day ukojina kwa hunzo obi twa masa ukasa radio so how ana TV so how bra betranse ni bisa no ntina Professor Mills oko company wankra oko company bia wankra
yes
sorry ya no oko into company everybody was no oko company no so he doesn't talk to managing the hwe lebra ne tu hu nyina atete no ma no o say minya benyin bra the Mitchell no the not transe abade na how wo company no he doesn't ask those yefunu for na wa botai coat kwhwe coat wa say ne sa no coat nu fi no he doesn't ask them he asks go to the lay person to nyina watch safety shoe it says every 6 months usisa safety shoe emma worker no mami ye throw me ye juma ogini so I load those thieves those animals mami every 6 months be say yes safety shoe no okay 6 months but Wellington boot no is like every 2 months or 3 months so because heat wom isuo komenti omo ye juma company no bebre omo nan ya say because safety na leather nti isuo nti enya wo hwe but Wellington boots ni isuo kom nti apropro ni bebre omo nan ya say every 2 months or 3 months so sesa Wellington boots and every 6 months so sesa safety shoe no mami go obi wo wa safety shoe no to say 3-4 years yes no Wellington boot g ampai anantitia nti obi wo kra wo hwe na afi no ade bibie atwa say I say now the corner amount and no cramp to me come here catch us say bi ni ho san hye dada na
uncle
mami what kind of leaders what kind of country any one it's so yeah but I know one day Yeshua Hamashia be pijanensa ni ebenya oteneni no cause we say so oteneni di kru so a kru no konanim na tumpon na nyankopon betrem na say obonefo di kru nanim a kru ni bre na omusi apene na omukọ sayem mami de metumi aka nka hwe
abusia uncle Tommy na ne di nkomo e wo studio na che say ne abibia obeye no nebna dai wono ane bai na wotie papa ne nsem a wotimu say nyame ama na dwen say yenya sabi opani so be sapem e wo amaga na ha nka menim say Ghana ye betumpo na sem ene waka ama na ye mede pa ye say wo sisi ane amamra no panifo pe time bi na ye ntimamufo ne ye say Ministry of Finance Minister of and the Road and Highway ministry ni abehye ho ne ye bisa de pese ye bisa wo chemu che say to na onimonyamfo kwasi amo akwata wo de ma ne bo esoma finance minister e ma ne de kwato ma hye be fie no ya de se woni mpanifo enya adwen speaker ba be kasenti ye hwe ne mu kwan sense sakra ye beba fi say speaker chemu say mra bi wo ho a eni Ghana ha enu to the bar e proposal untimi fa proposal so metu ma hye be fie na within 24 hours who implement it enu ti ne kame say road and highway minister obekwa asa ba biem ye hwe say MPP aban wo mbaji atomu ana say the speaker aka no over the banti anopai enkomo a yekodi ye eno no hwana say the adwumadie wo one version GH suni afei na waba memo akwa ba wonka achi ensem no edawachi wanti na ye sori anopa bi ebetena na ye kasa ye dwuma Ghana ho eno nti no sa afei na waba ye hye enkomo na say the every Krobo na chese yulo any lower menya Krobo mensini mu ade hye no mo ye che di tia viare any ECG penifo no achi ekopie mu ofla mantem ade hye a epasoche aboatwa form so asa o madan no maja pade no sesi ano parliamentarians a ne asache o mo se o mo enye committee na committee ni ebisa se etikurum ha committee ahodo ampenifo set recommendations ahodo ya amfa anya adwuma ye hwehwe na ano adwura de yi eno saa 4 miles 3 man committee eteye report recommendations ye hu ba bi e fa ye eno ti no ankotome anope wo che na adwo hu ne se nya de se ebeboa eno ti na kwanya wo ho nso wetime de wadwenche aba na mame enkokenkan de hie bi adwenche a anope wo mo ede eba ye ora allegro wochemu se too bad adwa asanto oba ya asanto oba kukudru fa no pay wochemu chese oh papa god bless you na chese wochemu sa ankotome wakanira na naboadu so eba wochemu se si ade awo pa na ede wo mo anu ti enu ayanhye da hu no ho semesisi kase so wochemu sa wo ku wo mama na Ghana na na kafra wate kafra Ghana de baby adunu ne baby ahufie na adunu ahwe a wo ba na na sembesi titina ho kakra ma yesa ebeye enu achi no ya de se AI news ochem se wo hwe yen edi free US abusia ha na wo ye na anopa ye dwumadie ye de ebesi minim se wa ye nhira mesuma ye nhira wafa bebre ne titu ne nsama awdo ankotome ode edi betu dwa uncle anopa ye menim ahwefo ye da se
nyameso
meda wo nya da je hwe me ase wadaroma wo hwe me won subscribe ya bomodin se wo be subscribe eduama me ba se wo pese wo hu bibia fa edwumadi ahodo ho a eno so no obetimi ene yen atwetwe enkomo bibia ni a comment section no so obetimi dia ba ye videos no mesre anopa me sre sadansa yem kotodwe gufo me bu kotodwe ne ye yanka mebu ya mo share ye videos no emfa ema ye mo one version GH hu dawro emfa ncha afoforo se ne be omo so ebe hu dwumadie no pafo ene de ba na nyame adom afi 2021 kra de 2022 mo fa ncha me